Hi guys, Karen here with another video. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm doing another quick dinner idea. It's the holidays, and so we're trying not to do as much cooking. Today I'll be using my Braiser and Cool Mint as well as my cast iron skillet first. So I'll be using this one first, and then I'll show you guys what I do with my Braiser and Cool Mint after that. So what we're doing today is a barbecue tofu, and I'm doing this with we're doing baked potatoes for the hubster, macaroni and cheese for Maya and I know you're like, I thought you said an easy meal, right? But mac and cheese is very simple around here. It's just, yeah, it's basically you boil the noodles, you're going to add your sauces and things like that. It's not that, it's fast for me because I'm used to just making it, but I digress. Let's get into this. So I'm making a barbecue tofu, and so here, this is how I stored our tofu. So I'm going to use these 3 blocks here, and what I'm going to do, so I'll show you guys that. But first, let me just put that to the side. So for your barbecue sauce, I'm going to use tomato paste here. I've already added garlic powder, onion powder, salt. Here I'm going to ground up some black peppercorns. You're going to need some brown sugar. You're going to need a little molasses, but I'm not going to use it because Maya can't have molasses. You're going to need a little bit of apple cider vinegar for some acid, a little of the W sauce, Worcester. I already told you about the onion, garlic powder situation. And you're probably going to need like water in order to thin this out a little bit. And that's it for your barbecue sauce. And make sure you are tasting as you go. There's nothing worse than unseasoned food. And I'm just going to grind the peppercorn up and add that to my barbecue sauce mixture. Just grinding up. Woo! Woo, it's strong. And there's your ground pepper. And so I just take this and use a spoon, scrape out the sides, and put that in. So I'll show you guys that. I'm just going to put that in. I'm just going to add some barbecue sauce, some brown sugar, just a little bit, and some of the, you're going to add like a teaspoon and a half or 2 teaspoons of the Worcester sauce. Just keep tasting as you go until you get to the desired flavor. So I'm just going to start with 2 teaspoons because I'm just making a little bit. Okay. I know you're like, Karen, that's way more than 2 teaspoons. Probably is, but I am being led by the Spirit. And a little bit of apple cider vinegar, just a little bit of acid. And I already put my salt in there as well. So I'm going to set this to the side, and I'm going to mix this up in a minute, but then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to this tofu. So with the tofu, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to slice it like so. You can do however you like, but I'm making it into like, you know, just, I don't know, something similar to like a, you know, just a, I don't know, I want to say steak, but it's not. And so you're just gonna keep slicing it. You want to call it a fork. And see, my cast iron skillet is completely dry. That's on purpose. Do not add any oil. So what I'm going to do is basically remove all of the liquid, as much of this water out of the tofu as possible, so that I have like this becomes like a meatier texture. And the reason why I'm using my cast iron skillet is because it won't stick. And I don't want to run that risk in my Le Creuset pan, of it sticking and then having to start all over, and then it not turning out the way that I kind of want it to. So I always do it in my cast iron skillet because it tends to dry out in the way that I want it to. I'm just playing a puzzle game here. That's what it feels like. Just trying to make it fit. So I will show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. So what you do here, so not all of it fits completely, as you can see, but as they start to dry up, they'll start to shrivel, you know, shrink in size a little bit because the water's being drawn out of them. And I just leave it on medium heat, medium to high, because it does it a little bit faster, and it's going to brown up underneath. Like right now, I just put it in, so it's not brown. So when I show you the next time, it's going to be brown underneath, and then you flip it, but as you can see, there's no salt, there's no nothing on it, and you just cook it dry, and it just pulls all of the moisture out, or as much of it as possible, so that you get a nice, like, you get a totally different texture. And this is really easy to do, doesn't take long, probably about 15 to 20 minutes. Because you're going to do probably 10 minutes on both sides, depending on your heat setting. So I will show you guys once this is brown on one side. Wow, back over here, I'm just going to mix this together. So here we have the apple cider vinegar, we have the Worcester sauce, we have our onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper. The only thing we don't have is the molasses. That will give it another, a deeper, darker color. And we have the brown sugar in here. It smells good, guys. But I wish I could add a little bit of molasses. But if you're making it, add a tablespoon of molasses. It's just, yeah. Maya cannot have molasses, so, you know. So we will go with a little bit of the red color. But I'm just going, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. Hold on, like probably like 3 tablespoons. Sounds about right. 2 tablespoons of water. Gave me the consistency I needed. It may not be as dark that you're used to barbecue sauce. If you put the molasses in, it will turn darker. But without the molasses, this is delicious. So I'm gonna let this sit to the side and let the flavors marinate together while I wait for the tofu. So this is what it looks like as it starts to brown and all of the water starts to get absorbed or extracted rather. And yeah, so I just let it get nice and brown, and the brown came from no oil or anything. It's just literally basically taking the moisture out and giving it a totally different texture. Doesn't take that long. It was only like 6 minutes on one side, and yeah, so we're just waiting for the other side now. Oh, and you're doing this so that the tofu will absorb all of the flavor of your barbecue sauce. That's all. It's just so it will absorb all of that good flavor, and it will, because tofu basically takes on the taste of anything that you place it with. So that's what we're doing. This is what some of them look like without the sauce. So it's changed, gave it a more crispy texture. And yeah, and it's not all the water and what have you in it. So yeah, and then I'll show you guys what we do next after I finish all of them, because I take those out in order to make room for the next ones, or so that all of them can get nice and crispy all the way through. So yeah, this is to make space. So here I have some chopped up bell pepper, onion, some garlic. I'm going to use my Braiser 3.5 quart in cool mint. I just have a piece of bell pepper and I'm going to saute those and then add my tofu. Actually, I'm going to add my peppers, onions, and garlic, then add the sauce, and then coat the tofu in that. Either way you want to do it is fine. Yeah, I'm just trying to cut down on me stirring the tofu because I don't want it to come apart. But yeah, just want to get this all sauteed first. I'm just giving out too many instructions first. Listen, y'all, just saute your vegetables. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna saute my vegetables and then we'll go from there. So now I'm just gonna add the tofu to this. And now my barbecue sauce. You can add a little broth so it doesn't stick to the bottom. So this is what it looks like when it's all done. And I'm going to let it sit and marinate while I get all of the side things ready. And I'll find a taste tester. Okay guys, everybody's running a bit late, so no taste testers today. But as you can see, this is our barbecue tofu. Maya's is with homemade macaroni and cheese, and then the Hubster's with baked potato. And don't worry, the broccoli is coming. We're just waiting for that. And I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.